All right, what's going on, y'all? I want to welcome you to this week's episode of the Sleeping Giants podcast, presented to you by WTV with Mike and Terrance. What's going on, Mike?
Not much, man. A lot going on this week. A lot of new music. Obviously, got some great news. I guess we could talk about that a little bit later in the pod. We ain't got to talk about it right now. But
Right.
as a music fan, definitely got some great news this week. So,
Yeah.
a lot of good stuff going on, man. What about you?
Yeah, man. Hey, the magic is in the air, man, for sure. So, yeah, man. Yeah, we're
Yeah,
kicking
two
off,
times.
man. What's that?
Yeah, two times.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, for sure, for sure. We're kicking off, man, with Lil Uzi Vert, the Pink Tape. I can't even front, man. This album was a whole lot better than I thought it was going to be. And no disrespect to him, like I say, everybody's just not for everybody, and some of what he does isn't necessarily my cup of tea, but I can't lie, dude got some joints on here, man. He got some bangers, some songs I could see being on a lot of playlists, getting some repeat value. He's got some good songs, good melodies. So I thoroughly enjoyed this project, man. I thought he definitely went in, and he definitely got some songs on here. Highlights for me would be A featuring Travis Scott. I like that joint. I like Died and Came Back. Endless Fashion featuring Nicki Minaj. Definitely a radio banger song that you can hear numerous times. It's a good song. All Alone. Just Wanna Rock. Patience featuring Don Toliver. But my favorite song on this album is Days Come and Go. I like that a lot. I like the melody on it. I like the just the whole vibe and groove of that particular song. But yeah, for the most part, it's a long project, but but besides that, I think it's a good project.
Yeah, man, I would agree with you. This project was a lot better than what I expected. I've never listened to a Lil Uzi project before this, so I'd heard singles, but I really didn't know what to expect from a full project. And I agree, it's definitely on the long side. I think it was 26, maybe
Yeah.
28 tracks,
Right.
somewhere in that range.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was pleasantly surprised by the amount of songs that I did like on this, man. Highlights for me: Flooded the Faith, A featuring Travis Scott, as you mentioned, Endless Fashion featuring Nicki Minaj, as you mentioned, CS. This was had a Chop Suey sample from System of a Down, which I thought was extremely dope. Like
Yeah.
that, he brought that back. Werewolf featuring Bring Me the Horizon. I like
Mhm.
that one.
Yeah.
Patience, as you mentioned, featuring Don Toliver, and Days Come and Go. I really like that one as well, like you said. So
Yeah.
yeah, man, I was really impressed for real. I like more than I expected to.
Yeah, same here, man. So, you guys definitely check out this album. It's doing pretty well, as far as like the numbers and stuff. So, shout out to him for a good project.
Facts.
Yeah. Next up, man, we got Alabama's own Rylo Rodriguez. I'll let you start this one off.
All right, Rylo Rodriguez. What is it? Been one?
Yeah, been one. Yep.
Yeah. Man, I've heard some songs from him before. We've covered a couple singles on the podcast before. This is my first album. I liked it. I liked the collabs, even though there weren't that many. The ones that he did choose, I thought were well fitting,
Hmm.
and I like that he's got. The first song I heard from him didn't really have a melodic vibe, but there's definitely some melodic elements to this, and I can appreciate that. Highlights for me, right? You'll find the one, room comfort, equal dirt. I'll never be the same. I like that one a lot. You should and thing for you featuring No Cap. So yeah, I thought it was dope.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree, man. I think he's a good writer. Like if you kind of listen to him, even though he uses like auto tune, but he's a good writer, man, and really like on a low key level, man. Like if you kind of listen, dude's got some bars and some like entendres as well, man. So I caught a lot of lines, like the whole he said, "I don't smoke cigarettes, but if I did, cool," or something like that. Referring to like the cool. cigarettes and stuff. So I thought that was pretty dope. He's got a couple of those on here, so I thought he did a good job in that aspect. I was at the barbershop a couple of days ago. They was in there bumping it, and most of the guys seemed to enjoy it. So he's definitely got a fan base of people that like, what he's doing. And he did well for his numbers, as well, man. So shout out to him. Highlights for me would be On the Floor, featuring ESTG, Right, You'll Find the One, Free Game, Room Comfort, featuring Friday and Lil Durk. Man, that's one of like better Lil Durk verses. Like Durk really went off on that particular song. End of the Road and You Should. But yeah, it's definitely a solid project, and I enjoyed it.
Thanks.
Yeah. Next up, man, we got Armin and Scott Storch, Mean. Man, this project here is crazy. This is an album that I know it's been out for a minute, but I wanted us to kind of get to it because obviously the song with Nas has, been getting a lot of airplay, and yeah, I thought Armin on that particular song sounded really good, so I wanted to get to the project. Like, dude can really rap. Like, he can rap, great bars, great writing. And in my opinion, this is definitely one of the better projects of the year. And also shout out to Scott Storch. I thought Scott did a great job on the production as well. Highlights for me would be Candle of the Devil featuring Nas, TBS featuring Didi Bantino and Offset, The Rising Sun. That's a really good song. Hope featuring Haben Hadouken, I think that's his name. Storm Before the Calm. Yes Sir featuring Quavo. I thought Quavo had a good performance on there. Overnight and King James featuring Jeremih. I like that track as well.
Yeah, I agree, man. Armin's been on my radar for a minute now. I've seen him on Sway. He's done several Sway freestyles. So I've known about him for a while. I've known he could rap for a while, but this is my first project. So as you mentioned, production was dope, and I mean he can rap. So if you put those two together, you're gonna expect a pretty good project, and that's exactly what we got. Highlights for me: Triumph, Candle of the Devil featuring Nas, TBS featuring Offset and DB Patino, Downfall featuring Angel Hill. I really liked his verses on that song. The Rising Sun, Circus featuring Method Man and Kabaka Pyramid kind of had the shout out to the Eminem with the Let's Get Down to Business thing. I thought that was pretty cool. Lonely Day, another track this week that had a System of a Down sample, which I thought was very interesting and dope. Overnight and King James featuring Jeremiah. So yeah, this is a really good project, man.
Yeah, I agree, man. Yeah, and shout out to Method Man. Like Meth has been like killing these features, man. Like every project, as far as he was on Static album, Lord Banks. So like Method Man definitely been putting in a lot of work, man.
Facts, man. Facts.
Yeah, you guys definitely check out. Yeah, go ahead.
So you think this is a album of the year contender?
It's so many albums that we've covered, man. I definitely think it's top 10. I said 5 the other day, but I don't know. It's so many albums. I have to go back through the list that we did, but it definitely stands out. So I definitely he'll definitely make the list. Definitely easily top 10. I have to go back through and see if it's 5 because it's so many albums that we covered. Ruben Vincent, a lot of great projects that we covered, just to kind of be fair to him.
No, I agree. I think that's very fair.
Yeah. But yeah, he's definitely got a good project though. Definitely.
Absolutely. And top 10, I think it's not an understatement.
Okay. Yeah, I agree. Next up, man, we got JPEGMAFIA and Danny Brown, Scaring the Hoes, DLC Pack EP. I'll let you start this one off.
Fire, bro. The whole project's fire.
Right.
This, you know what I'm saying? This is easily an EP of the year contender. The whole project's fire. The samples are fire. Danny Brown rapped his tail off on this project. Like,
Yeah, he did.
even more so than he may have done on the full project. Like, I'm talking about he snapped.
Yeah.
Highlights every song. Guess who's or guess what? B we back H. Or I guess it's spelled. Guess the first track. Hermanos.
Yeah.
What is this?
Tell me where to
Tell
go.
me where to go.
Yeah.
And no. Every track's fire, man. It's a 4-track project. EP of the year contender is fire.
Yeah, very good project, man. Good rapping, unique production, samples, abstract but very well executed. And I caught a bar on there. Yeah, there was something about Kook Keith or something they said. I thought it was dope though. Kind of like they gave a shout out to Kook Keith. But yeah, it's definitely a dope project, man. And as you mentioned, Danny Brown went off. I like that line too. He said something about Mike and Prince and Princeton, and that whole bar was just crazy, man. But yeah, you're right. Danny Brown was definitely snapping, man.
It's crazy, man. Crazy.
Yeah, man. Yeah, you guys definitely check out JPEGMAFIA. Incredible.
Yeah, Scaring the Hoes DLC pack. Y'all check that out.
Absolutely. Next up, we got Kenzo B, Top 2, Not 2 EP. Dope EP as well, man. She went in. She had some good performances on here. She was spitting, and I thought a lot of the beats were hard, man. So I really enjoyed this EP. Like a 6-pack, but I thought she definitely executed and did her thing. Highlights for me is the intro. Love the intro on the song. NBL, you know what? NB line, fire, and Get Got. She snapped on there, man. But yeah, Kenzo B, man, is definitely somebody for people to check out, man. I know we talk so much about, Cardi and Cola Ray and Megan and all these other female, Latto and a lot of other female MCs, man. But Kenzo did her thing and definitely put her name in the running to be mentioned.
No, facts, man. She's dope. We covered, I think, BFFR maybe like last week or the week before, and I really enjoyed what she did on that track. I thought the whole EP was dope. Highlights for me, the intro, fire. The beat is crazy. She told her story, fire. BFFR, I like that one. I liked it last week, fire. As you mentioned, NBL, fire.
Yeah.
And then Disrespectful. I like the flow on that one. Like, she went crazy on that one. So, like, yeah, I like it, man. I like her. She's dope. Yeah, fire.
Yeah, I agree, man. Yeah, you guys definitely check out Kenzo B, incredible EP.
Absolutely.
Next up, man, we got LE Dollar, Bigger in Texas. Dude's got like a laid back flow, but it's very smooth, man. And he had a lot of good features on here. He has some incredible verses. I really enjoyed this project, man. We covered another young man from Texas not too long ago as well. I can't remember his name because we covered so many projects, but it's good to see. Who's it?
Mike Dimes.
Mike Dimes, that's right. So it's good to see, these younger guys coming out of Texas, but you still see them collaborating with some of the OGs as well. So seems like, with Slim Thug being on the project a couple times, like these two probably got some type of affiliation, with each other. But yeah, it's good to see Slim Thug involved with the project as well. Highlights for me would be El Dorado, What It Is, featuring Slim Thug, Triple Goals, Posters and Magazines. I love that track. Papa Do's Platter, featuring Freddie Gibbs. Man, all these young rappers, man, these guys' titles, man, it's just like crazy. Game Plan, featuring Bun B. Bun snap, man. He really went in. Spokes and Vogues, I love that track. And 4 a.m. I mean, I like the track with Paul Wall, but I don't know, something was kind of a little abstract about that song. It may take a couple listens for me to get into it. But yeah, it's an incredible project, though. I liked it.
Okay, I'll get to the Paul Wall track. later. Okay, highlights. Because as you mentioned, I co-sign everything you said at the very beginning. We covered the previous project. That one was dope. He's got a laid back flow. Co-sign all of that. Highlights. El Dorado, Candy Blue featuring Killer Leon. Fire. Killer Leon's fire. The interview. I really like that track. Dope concept. We've seen it before, but I like the way he did it.
Yeah.
Posters and magazines, as you mentioned, Papa Do's Platter featuring Freddie Gibbs, Game Plan featuring Bun B was fire.
Yeah.
Holding On Forever featuring Paul Wall. If I'm not mistaken, that had a new edition. Tell me when can I see you smile again sample, and that sample was fire. So to me, like, you know what I'm saying, all he had to do was do decent on that song, and I would have liked it. So I thought it was fire.
Yeah.
And Change Right featuring Jazzy Shavers. I like it, man.
Yeah.
How do you feel about this one in comparison to the last project by him?
I think I kind of got into this one a little more. But both were good. I remember we covered a previous project of his. Maybe, you know, it's the collabs that he had, you know, Freddie and Bun B and some of that, but I really enjoyed this one a little more.
Yeah, at first I was, when I first started listening to it, I was leaning more towards the first one, but I thought this one definitely finished very strong.
Yeah.
Like, I'd say probably from midway all the way through the end, it finished real strong. So that would probably tip it over to this one for me.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, you guys.
But shout out to L.E. Dollar.
Yeah, absolutely. You guys definitely check out L.E. Dollar, Bigger in Texas. Good project. Man. Next up, man. Dave East. Fortune Favors the Bowl. I'll let you start this one off.
Why you let me start this, man?
Crazy, man. Crazy.
Fire. We've covered a lot of Dave East on this channel. Back to Hoffa with Harry Fraud, the Book of David. This is honestly, in my opinion, one of the best projects he's ever put out. I definitely think it's an album of the year contender. Absolutely. In my opinion. Great album, great rapping, well put together. Shout out Dave. Highlights for me: Come Too Far featuring Kid Capri, Still Here, Long Way featuring Corday, Damn, Good featuring Stacey Barth, Ghostface Killah. Ghostface went crazy. And Callion Arnold, I hope I said that right. Hustlers featuring Tyga.
Yeah.
WDGAF featuring G-Eazy, Can't Make This Up, Dope Boy, Good Things featuring Ty Dolla $ign, Rich Problems, Weirdos featuring Jadakiss, It's a Lot, Letter to Kobe. I could keep going. It's fire.
I co-sign everything you said, man. Definitely one of the albums of the year. Definitely a strong contender. Dave is just different, man. He's a good writer, amazing features. You can tell he put his heart into this project, especially that letter to Kobe, you know, letter to his daughter, incredible. Shout out to Jadakiss, man. That Weirdo song is fire, but I really don't have to mention anything. Like, all the features and highlights you did were the ones that I was going to mention. But I agree with you. Ghostface went crazy. Probably only song that you didn't mention, I would add, would be Sex So Good featuring Cole Ray. But yeah, this is a great project, man. And he definitely did his thing on here.
Facts. I co-sign what you just said as well. Fire.
Yeah. And one thing we know about Dave, and with us covering these singles every week, we're gonna get a bunch of videos from Dave East for sure.
Thanks.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Incredible, man. We got possibly 2 albums, man, that may, you know, crack the top 10, top maybe even, you know, beyond that, man. So it's fire this week.
I agree, man. Yeah, it was a great week of music. Shout out to everybody that we reviewed this week.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, Mike, let's get into our singles, man.
All right. First, we have JT from the City Girls with No Bars. I'll let you start.
Yeah, I saw something on SOHH.com. They did like a concert recently, and I don't know. I guess some fans are speculating, are they got some issues going on or whatever. But I thought this was a decent track, man. The beat is hard, and she definitely did her thing on there.
I agree, man. I thought it was pretty good too.
Yeah,
Yeah, shout out to JT.
yeah, absolutely.
Next, Albee Al and Millyz with My Heart Frozen. Uh, I thought Milly's verse was dope.
Mm.
The track is cool to me.
I agree with everything you just said. I thought it was just cool, but I like what Millyz did on there.
Thanks. Next we got Musiq Soulchild with I'm Really Trying to F with You. We covered the song
Yeah.
when the album came out. He
Mhm.
dropped the video. Dope song. I thought
Yeah.
the video was kind of just cool,
Mhm.
like nothing spectacular, but it
Right.
was cool though.
Yeah, it's one of my favorite tracks off the album, produced by Hit Boy. But yeah, like you said, the video was kind of, you know, just, kind of plain or whatever. But I mean, it's cool though. It's good. He's still promoting the album and, getting more and more people to tap into it. So shout out to him.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Next we have SWAVAY, and forgive me for saying his name wrong on our previous review, but it is SWAVAY
SWAVAY. Okay.
featuring uh now I might say this one wrong.
NASAAN.
NASAAN,
Okay.
and Ben Reilly
Mhm.
with DUBLIN. Uh, the track is dope,
Mhm.
fire. Suave's cadence is incredible. He's got creative bars.
Yep.
As we spoke last week, another one of those young guys from Atlanta with just crazy cadence, crazy flow, crazy
Mhm.
bars, just fire. Shout out to him, fire.
Man, you took the words out of my mouth. That's what I wrote down. Catchy cadence. Like the cadence was crazy on this one. So yeah, I didn't know he's from Atlanta, but that's crazy. These guys from Atlanta just going crazy, man. But I like the track.
Yeah, man, me too.
Yeah.
Next we have DDG with Famous. I'll let you start.
Dope. I like this one. I thought it was a very good track.
I agree. I thought it was a good track as well. Sounded like a house track at first, and I was kind of gonna be like, and then once that beat dropped, oh yeah, it all connected for me. So
Yeah.
yeah, this was fire. I gotta give him credit for it.
Yeah, I agree.
Next we got Method Man and Ghostface featuring Nicole Bus with Claudine. This is fire, man. Ghostface went crazy. Meth did his thing. Nicole
Yep.
Bus is an incredible singer, beautiful
Hmm.
voice, fire.
Yeah, man. Fire. Co-sign what you said. I saw this on Sway's page, so I'm not sure if they did this, for him or whatever. But yeah, it's a fire track though. I like it.
Yeah, facts, facts. Next we got King Von with Don't Miss. Good track, man.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. He definitely went off. I don't know. They shot this video a while ago or something, but yeah, it's definitely hard though. I liked it.
Facts. Next we have King Combs featuring A Boogie with the Hoodie, Fabolous, and Jeremih with Flyest in the City. This is a good track. It's got
Hmm.
the total Can't You See sample.
Yeah.
Uh, my only knock would be that King Combs seems to do a lot of songs like this that are almost like remakes of what his pops did.
Hmm.
I would like to see him do something a little different, but
Hmm.
it's
Hmm.
not a bad.
Right. Yeah, I agree. It's not a bad. Maybe he could kind of like what Damani is doing. Maybe try something different. But yeah, I agree. I thought A Boogie went off. Fab definitely snapped, and Jeremiah did his thing, and it was good to see Diddy in there. Supporting his son and stuff. So it's a good track.
I agree. And yeah, A Boogie did go crazy. Facts.
Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely.
Next we got Quavo featuring Future with "Turn Up Your Click" or "Turn Your Click Up." I'm sorry.
Mm-hmm.
I'll let you start.
Fire emoji. I messaged you when I heard this. I came front, man. I think this is Future's best verse. Like Future went crazy on this song. I caught the F Russell line. That was crazy, but yeah, Future snapped, and I thought Quavo did his thing too. I know the song that we had covered when when Takeoff had passed, like we both liked that song a lot and said it was probably our favorite Quavo song. This would definitely probably be a run up for second for me. I like this track a lot.
I would agree with that a lot, man. Straight from my notes, if I can find it. Yeah, Future's verse was fire. Agreed. Probably the best Future verse I've ever heard.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I agree.
Next. Okay. Next we have DDG again with Hard on Myself. This is fire as well, man. Like,
yep.
I gotta give DDG credit, man. He's dope.
Yeah.
I really didn't know. Like, he's dope though. Fire.
Yeah, I agree. I think this is a very impressive track. And he's being consistent, man. He's dropping a lot of heat. So I like what he's doing.
Facts. Next, the pod favorite, or one of the pod favorites, Mr. Marlon Craft with Distance.
Yeah.
And Home Court Volume 2 dropping soon. I think it said August 2nd. I think I saw that earlier today.
Okay.
But track is fire. You'd be hard pressed to find me say anything negative about a Marlon Craft track.
Fire, man. He went crazy on there. I liked it. So shout out to him, man.
Facts. Next we got T Grizzly and Skrilla Baby with Gorgeous. I know T's your guy. I'll let you start.
Yeah, sometimes I'm kind of hard on T because I want him to go off, but I like this track. I wasn't really crazy about like the last 15 seconds of the video with the flash and the money stuff, but I like the song though. I thought it was dope.
Yeah, I really think this is probably the best collab that I've heard from them thus far.
Yeah.
Maybe with yeah, I think this is the best collab I've heard from them thus far.
Yeah,
the other one that I mentioned, probably at least a couple months ago at this point, had some great bars on it. That one was cool too, but yeah, this was really.
Yeah, I like it. I like it too.
Next we have Ice Wear Viso with Raw ASL. It's cool.
Yeah, I think it's just cool.
Agreed. Next we have Key and Red Smash with Crank That. Is there another word in that title?
Or is it just no, that's it. Crank That.
Okay. Yeah, cool.
I was gonna say cool too, man. And I was because they doing the Bankhead Bounce and some old Atlanta dances and stuff. And then I went back, I was like, really kind of listening to them and stuff. Even I think the track is just cool, but I think they went in on the verses, so I give them props for it. So
I can feel that. I did feel like one of the guys specifically, his verse was like kind of stood out.
Yeah.
But I agree with you. Overall, I think the track is cool.
Yeah.
Next, Love the Genius featuring Conway the Machine with Brainstorm. We covered this track when we covered Love's project, what was it, the Green Tape, I think?
Right.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Incredible project. And yeah, the video was cool. I like it.
Yeah, I liked it too, man. I love that line with Conway talking about LeBron and transition, put you on a poster. That was crazy, man. But yeah, I loved it, man. Dope. I want to see Love the Genius and Jay Skis do something, man. I think that'd be dope. Like at least an EP.
Fact, the Genius Tape. That was the name of that project. The Genius Tape.
Yeah, the Genius Tape. Yeah.
Yeah, fire.
Yeah.
Next, Dream Doll with I'll Be Good freestyle. Hey, this might be the best thing I heard from Dream Doll. She snapped on this, bro.
Yeah,
I can't even put.
She went in. She went crazy, man. She went crazy. Hey,
well,
and Mike, you noticed when the thing was like about to end, like another track came on, she started going off on that too.
Yeah, I think that she's doing like a freestyle series or something right now. So maybe we'll get that next track in the next week or so. But I'll definitely be on the lookout for that. But yeah, I did catch it.
Yeah.
Next, Wale the Sage, another one that we've covered earlier this year with Give Me More Time. Dope. I like it a lot.
Yeah, he's spitting, man. He's spitting, man. He's going off fire.
Yeah, his flow is wild too. Like he's got an incredible cadence as well.
Yeah.
Next, King ISO with Way You Are. I'll let you start.
I like it. I mean, I think Stepdad's a little better, but I still like it. I still, you know, in a way they kind of similar. You know, seems like he's talking about his son and stuff. But yeah, I like it though. I do like it.
I agree. There was something he did. I thought the content was incredible. Dope message.
Yeah.
The hook, I agree with you. I think I like the hook from Stepdaddy better, but as far as bars and content, it's all equal to me. I thought he did just as good of a job in that aspect as he did on Stepdaddy as he did on this one.
Right.
What I liked, there was something he did at the beginning. It was some Tupac bars from a Tupac song, and I can't remember. I wrote it down that it was Tupac bars in my notes, but I can't remember exactly what the lines were. But it was fire the way that he incorporated it into his verse. I thought it was dope.
Yeah. King ISO's nice, man.
Fact.
Yeah.
Next, John Batiste featuring John Bellion and Fireboy DML with Drink Water. I'll let you start.
Man, man, he's a dope artist, man. Like, I think a week ago I gave him like track of the week. I actually downloaded the song, and I like this one a lot too, man. So he's a dope artist, somebody that's on my radar, and he's incredible, man. I like him.
I agree. I thought it was dope as well. I thought incredible track. Love the message. Fire.
Yeah. Hey, Mike, before we go too far, it's one that we skipped. Dinero, was it Far?
Dinero Ferrar. I'm sorry.
For
Go ahead.
Yeah. Man, look,
What was that?
Charlie
Freestyle?
Freestyle.
Yeah.
He makes
Go
like
ahead.
weird videos, and videos like real abstract and kind of dark, but low key dude be snapping, man. Like this guy can rap, man. Like I like this guy a lot, man. Like I say, he's a little different, but he's incredible, man. So I like the track.
Yeah.
And the white dude was snapping too on there, man.
I co-sign everything you just said. Co-sign it all. Dinero is fire. He
Yeah.
snapped. The white dude, I looked for a name. I couldn't find a name for him, but he was fire as well.
Yeah.
I thought it was dope.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay, so Larry June and the Alchemist with Turkish Cotton. We covered Larry June's album obviously earlier this year. I thought the song was dope when we covered it. Video's good. I like it.
Yeah, I co-sign what you said, man. It's dope video. And one thing about Larry and the Alchemist, man, they putting you can tell, you know, these videos, they're throwing a budget at them, man. Nice video. So I like it.
Facts. Next, we got Sally Sosa with Body Love to Party featuring Too Rare. I'll let you start.
Yeah, it's a pretty good track, man. So I think it's pretty decent.
I think it's decent too. I agree. I think decent's a good call.
Yeah.
Next, we got The Baby featuring Sexy Red with Shake Some Remix. I know The Baby's your guy, so I'll let you start.
I like the original, but I really wasn't feeling this remix. I don't know. I don't know. It just kind of seemed like a little bit of a reach. It's cool, but I don't know. I could have did without the remix.
I'm right there with you. It's all right to borderline. Like I wasn't feeling it. It's in that range.
Yeah.
Next, Tukey with Like This. Solid track. I thought it was dope.
Yeah, I agree. I think it's a decent track, and yeah, it's pretty cool.
Yeah, shout out to Tukey on that.
Yeah.
Next, DJ Premier featuring Westside Gun and Rome Streets with Runaway. Fire, Rome Streets and Westside went crazy. Possibly the best Westside Gun verse I've ever heard.
Yeah, man. They snap. Premier, the beat is crazy. Good collab. I like the track a lot, man.
I agree, man. Next we have Bia with "Raise Me." This is fire to me. Love the way she did her thing on this track. Flow was crazy, bars were fire. The PD Pablo interpolation or sample or whatever it was, fire, crazy.
Yeah, man. I gotta give her props, man. Like this is fire. And she held her own in that track with Buster too, man. So shout out to Bia, man. She's doing the thing.
Facts. I like Bia a lot.
Yeah.
Next we have Post Malone with "Overdrive." I'll let you start.
I like Chemical a lot. I'm not really feeling this one as much. But one thing about Post Malone, I mean, his songs, you're gonna hear him a million times, so it could grow on me, but just off the first listen, I just think it's okay.
Yeah, I'm with you. It's cool.
Yeah.
Next we have Valet or Valley or we're gonna go with Valley and Harry Fraud featuring Saba and Mavi with "Watermelon." Like Saba and Mavi's part, the beat was cool. Overall, the track's alright.
Yeah, I agree. I think it's just decent. I do like the, you know, some of the cadences and some of the stuff is all right on it, but it's missing something. But I still think it's a decent track, though.
I feel that.
Yeah.
Next, Robert Glasper featuring Sir and Alex Isley with "Back to Love." Fire. Track of the week contender in my opinion.
Yeah, definitely, man. Robert Glasper is something serious, man. And I laugh every time I hear him, see him, because I immediately think about the whole Chris Brown thing. And Chris Brown was like, "Who is Robert Glasper?" Then he was like, "Oh, he is dope." So yeah, shout out to Robert Glasper, man.
Facts.
Yeah.
Next, Yusef Days featuring Masego with "Marching Band." Once again, fire. Track of the week contender for me.
Yeah, Masego is different, man. I really like this track. So yeah, shout out to him, man. I like it.
Facts. And this is my first time hearing Yusef Days, but definitely thought he was dope. Look forward to hearing more from him. And obviously collaborating with Masego, I think is a good move. So shout out to him on that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, dope track.
Yeah.
Next we got DC the Don with "Stop Hating." I'll let you start.
I think it's just cool.
Yeah, I agree. I think it's solid. I'll go solid.
Okay. All right, that's what's up.
Next, Pink Panthers featuring Destroy Lonely with "Turn Your Phone Off." This is pretty good. I like this.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. This may be up there for me, man. I really like this song a lot. I sub to the channel of hers, and it's a fire track. I like it.
Facts. Next, Mr. Dame Dollar with "The Way It Goes." I'll let you start.
I think it's a good track. I like what he did on it. I don't know, maybe it was something about the beat or whatever. I thought kind of, I don't know, it's like a little slow or something. Something about the beat didn't quite do it for me, but I like what Dame did. And I thought it was dope that they shot the video off an iPhone. And I read in the caption, it's like the first single off his upcoming project. So I definitely want to tap into the project. But yeah, it's a good way to kick off the album, though. It's not bad.
Facts. I like it, man. I like it a lot. I thought it was dope.
Okay, yeah.
Next, Boot Camp Clic with "What You Call Strength." Now this is the first time they dropped the track in a long time, so it's good to see them still doing their thing. I thought they were all sharp as far as lyrically and how they sounded on the track. So I give it a good track.
Yeah, I give it a good track as well, man. Shout out to all of them, man. Especially Man, what's my guy name from Black Moon? I can't even think of his name at the moment. It'll come to me in a minute, but yeah, only thing about this track was the beat. Just it was like a little repetitive after a while because you got so many people on there rapping and stuff. But as you said, all the guys are still sharp though.
I agree.
Yeah.
Next, Coco
Buckshot
Jones.
Shorty. Buckshot Shorty. I'm sorry. Yeah, Buckshot.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Next, Coco Jones featuring Justin Timberlake with "I See You" remix. It's a good remix, man. I like the original song. Shout out to Coco Jones. Fire.
Yeah, man, I like it. I like what Justin did on there. He sounded good. So yeah, shout out to both of them, man. It's a good track.
Facts. Next we have Jungkook featuring Latto with "7." It's a good track, man.
Yeah,
I like it. And Latto, I like Latto's verse. It's good.
I agree, man. I like the track a lot, man. Shout out to him. He's got a big following, but yeah, Latto did a thing as well. Good track, man.
Facts. And I think that's a great track for. We talked about Latto trying to, get some crossover appeal with Lottery. I think this is another great opportunity for her to get some great crossover appeal with this
one. Yeah, absolutely.
Next, Blueface with "House Arrest." I'll let you start.
I don't know. I can't call it, man. I don't think it's bad, but it's definitely not good. I don't know. I can't call. I'm kind of confused with this one. I can't call it. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm gonna just go with I wasn't really feeling it. I just everything ain't supposed to make sense to me, and
right.
I just look at it
right.
like that.
Yeah. Right.
Whatever it is that Blueface does,
yeah,
for his fan base, it just doesn't make sense to me. But shout out to him,
right.
and he's still doing his thing. I gotta give him props for that. Yeah. But yeah, maybe I'm just not supposed to get it.
Right. Yeah, I like the track he did with Nicki Minaj, and like I said, I'm not trying to disrespect his art or anything, but I just haven't really been able to get into too much of his stuff outside of that track with Nicki.
I feel that. I mean, his style is different,
yeah.
and maybe that's part of it. But
right.
If he continues to drop music, we'll continue to keep covering it. Yeah, so shout out to Blueface.
Yeah, shout out to him, man. Yeah.
Next, we have Father with Toddlers. Man, elements of this were cool, but overall, I was not really feeling this.
Okay. In some aspects, I agree with you, but in another way, like low key, it was kind of hard. So I'm kind of like in the middle on this
one. I feel it. Next, we have Doggy Style with a bunch of E's and Snoop Dogg.
Yeah.
With "Say It With Your Chest." Fire.
Yeah, this song is hard as hell, man. A salute to the West Coast, man. I like this. I liked it so much when I just went to his page and saw he's got an album that's been out since April, man. So I sent you a screenshot. Hey, man, we should cover this, man, because we haven't got too many West Coast projects that we've been able to cover on the pod. So I think it'd be dope to review his album. But yeah, dude is hard, man. He's snapping. And I can kind of see maybe Snoop sees a little of like a younger him in this guy, I think.
Probably so. I mean,
yeah.
I wouldn't doubt that at all, especially with the name. So
yeah.
But yeah, fire.
Yeah, fire, man.
Next, once again, we gonna go with Valet and Harry Fraud featuring Action Bronson with "Vibrant." It's cool.
Yeah, it's just cool. I mean, I like Action, but I don't know, something's a little missing off this track, but it's cool.
I agree. And lastly, we have Young Thug and Drake with "OUN." Now, we covered this when we covered Thug's album. Video was really dope, though. I enjoyed it. So fire.
Yeah, I enjoyed it too, man. Fire. We both agree it's probably one of the best Drake verses I've heard in a long time. And I didn't even go so far. I'm not gonna say verse of the year, but it's definitely a contender. Like Drake went in, he went crazy on that verse, man.
Yeah, he did his thing. Facts.
Yeah. Hey, two more, Mike.
Oh, okay.
Eric the Architect and was it Pink Sweat or something like that?
Yeah, thank you, man. Sometimes I be forgetting stuff,
No, it's
man.
all good, man. We covering almost 50
But
songs, so it's all good.
Eric the Architect song was, what was the name of that one?
Is it Packar or Parkar?
Parkour. Thank
Yeah,
you.
Parkour. Yeah.
Parkour.
Okay.
Yeah. I like that one. I thought it was dope.
Yeah, I'm going
I
so
like
far.
Eric the Architect.
Yeah, I'm going so far. It's possible track of the week for me, man. I like it too.
Yeah, it was different, but being with Flatbush Zombies, kind of some of the stuff they do is different, anyways.
Yeah.
And I think we spoke off cam about how they've been able to reach a lot of different demographics with their music. So I think that this was definitely another example of that.
Mm-hmm.
Something that has a lot of crossover appeal, and I
Mm-hmm.
thought it was dope, man.
Yeah. Yeah, it's dope, man.
And then lastly was Pink Sweat with guitar. Yeah, it's a good song, man. I
Yeah, I
say
like
good
it. I like
song.
it a lot, man. I ended up subbing to his channel, man. I really like what he did on there, man.
Yeah, shout out to Pink Sweat.
Yeah, shout out to him, man. But yeah, man, some credible stuff this week, man. Like I say, I really like what Eric the Architect did. Latto and Jungkook, I like that one. Doggy Style and Snoop, Baya. Yeah, we got some good tracks, man.
Yeah, that De Niro Ferrar that I almost forgot about. That track was crazy. SWAVAY
Mm-hmm.
and NASAAN and Ben Reilly.
Mm-hmm.
Wale the Sage, I really like that track a lot.
Mm-hmm.
The Robert Glasper track.
Oh yeah.
John Batiste, John Bellion, and the Fireboy DML. A lot of good stuff this week, man.
Yeah, man. And we need to look up that Robert Glasper thing. I don't know if that's a show or something, but whatever it is, he's like doing the music off of it. So we need to check and see if he's got like a kind of like The Weeknd has all that music off the show.
Mm-hmm.
We need to check and see if Glasper's got some other cuts off there because he's incredible, man.
Yeah, we'll definitely look more into that.
Yeah. But yeah, man, shout out to Davies. Shout out to Armin too, man. I really like those two albums a lot. I mean, I like what everybody did this week, but those two really stood out for me a lot. I like Kenzo B also.
I agree. Like you said, Davies, album of the year contender for me.
Yeah.
Armin, top 10 album of the year easily for me. Kenzo B, I really enjoyed her project. Rylo Rodriguez had some dope cuts on his joint.
Yeah.
Ellie Dollar. So yeah, a lot of good stuff this week, man.
Yeah, man. And in my free time, man, I'm still bumping that Ransom, man. Like, oh man, this dude did some writing on that album, man. So shout out to him, man.
Yeah, man, I agree. I actually went back earlier today and I bumped that Odyssey from the beginning of this year because
Okay.
it's been a while since I heard it, so I really
Mm.
wanted to listen to that. There's definitely some incredible writing on that project as well. So shout out to Odyssey.
Yeah,
I think that
absolutely.
was To What End was the
Yeah,
name of
yep,
that
to what end?
project.
Yep, yep.
And I
I get some
listened
time this
to
weekend. I'm gonna try to go back and check out that Ruben Vincent again too.
yeah, I need to do that one. I'll probably do that tomorrow maybe. And
Mm.
I went back and listened to Michael again today. So yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, man. Some good stuff,
Shout
man.
out Killer Mike. Yeah, it's a lot of great stuff going on.
Yeah, man. Bombshell, Mike. Magic too, man. What are your immediate thoughts, man?
Bruh, so you telling me Hit Boy finna put out Hit Boy did fix to produce 5 albums in 1 year with talks that there's more work coming.
He's working,
Like,
man.
if this dude ain't producer of the year, like who is?
Right. Yeah, I mean, in my opinion, it's been him, Alchemist, Metro, Harry Fraud. It's been about the same 4 or 5 every year, man.
No, facts. I agree. I'm right there with you. Same 4 or 5 every year. Facts.
Yeah.
At least for the past what 3, 4, 5 years or so.
Yeah, absolutely, man. I want to because we already got the 2 Surfer Drowns. We got the Musiq Soulchild. Got Nas coming. Is
Big
another album
Hit's
I missed?
coming.
Who's that?
Big Hit is coming.
Yeah, Big Hit is coming. Benny is coming. And then he's gonna do 3 Surfer Drown. So we got another Surfer Drown coming. This dude is working, man. He's working.
It's crazy, man. Shout out to Hit Boy. Incredible work ethic. Man, fire.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Absolutely. Yeah. So give out of your social media, Mike.
Yes, sir. That is M1C_CH3CK on Instagram.
All right, I'm on Instagram as well at Terrance Hill the Great. Also, we appreciate those of you who watch us or listen or watch on Spotify and Apple Podcasts as well. We appreciate it. Continue to comment and like, share, subscribe. Make sure you hit that notification bell. Also, you can look for us on Facebook at The Sleeping Giants. While you're there, look for Terrance Hill. And on YouTube, look for In the Hills and Terrance Hill Music. I just started production like 2 days ago on my new music video. The song is called Music, so be on the lookout for that coming real soon. But we appreciate you guys for tuning in. We'll see you on the very next episode. Take care.